Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. Today we're going to be working with the Forever and Always bundle. So I have the stamp set here and the die set. I wanted to show you something that I do with my die as soon as I get them. I take them and I turn this paper, because this paper is usually facing this way, and I turn it so that the label front is this way. And that's so that when you put your framelits back in, your dies back in, they're not catching on this part, this little, where you close it, they don't catch. But I also take an ink pen and I trace around all the dies that are on the sheet before I remove anything. And that's because sometimes there's a lot of dies that comes on these sheets, and it's hard to get them back on there where they all touch the little sticky that they have. So if you're not using the magnetic sheets, that's just a tip for you, because sometimes I don't take them off and put them on magnetic sheets. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But we are going to be using some of the word dies, the always, the words, and the background frame, and the little flowers, okay? And as this is another thing I do, I always write the name of the dies, how many they are, the item number, how much it costs, what it coordinates with, that item number and the price, the bundle item number, and where I got it from. Okay, so last week I shared this card with you, and I used this bundle to make it. And I thought it was super cute. And I wanted to make another card similar to this, but not exactly. But let's just get started. So what we have here. Oh, and I'm sorry. We're going to also be using the True Love Designer Series paper. Let me show you that, because it's kind of awesome. It's all black and white. You see, you have some floral patterns on one side. They're all different. They're floral patterns. Then on this side, it's some very eye mesmerizing patterns. So this one will kind of mess with your eyes, but it's like little diamond shapes. Little diamond shapes on this one, but the background is mostly black. The diagonal stripes. Stripes that are vertical or horizontal, whichever way you turn the paper. Some pretty polka dots. Then just a geometric design. Really cute paper. And I loved it, chopped it. Okay, so let me get all my pieces out so we can make this card. So I have a basic gray card base, and that's cut at 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Then we have all of our pieces, and I've done some of the work ahead of time just in case things don't go as planned. Okay, so I have some Designer Series paper here. This is cut at 3 3/8 by, let me see, is it 3 3/8? No, it's 2 3/8 by 3 7/8, and this is 2 1/2 by 4, and this is Bumblebee. Those are going to be our layering, and this is for our sentiment. I did not measure this. I just kind of cut it down to where to fit. So let's see. This is 2 by 1/2 inch is the Bumblebee piece. So this is probably 1 7/8, and probably 1/8 smaller than a 1/2 inch, I think. So we'll see in a minute. And I've already went ahead and die cut and put this together the always, okay? So where's my liquid glue? Have our liquid glue here, and I'm gonna go ahead and start putting a couple of the pieces together. Oh, how did that happen? Just put that right on my card. Just gonna layer this. And before I layer this piece, I'm going to color a couple of my flowers on here. Let me see how I want this to sit. I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to take the light Rococo Rose Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to color a couple of these flowers just for a pop of color on here. This is a big one that I picked. Yeah. It's quick and easy to color this because everything's already done. I'm not trying to blend it, give it any shading or anything, just giving it a pop of color. I probably could have used the bigger end of the marker, but that's okay. It's getting the job done. There we go. Okay, and that's done. Now I can glue that to the bumblebee base. Okay, and before we go on, let me close up my glue. I am going to do a little bit of heat embossing for our sentiment. And we're going to stamp it on this little piece of gray. I guess I should get the stamp out, right? That would be a good idea. And I'm going to use the same sentiment as I used on the other card, is forever. But on the other card, it just says forever. This one, I'm going to do the actual forever and with the little and sign, because I just cut that off on the other one. So put this on our block. I'm gonna have to do this kind of at an angle to keep it, to make it sure it fits. Get my static, what is this called? The embossing buddy. We don't sell this anymore at Stampin' Up, but you can get it, any kind of embossing powder thing, maybe on Amazon or something, or at a big box store. We have our Versamark ink, and we're gonna ink up our sentiment here. And I'm gonna try to center this as best I can, because I can't see it very well. Sorry if I get my head in the way. Hopefully that's stamped. That's crooked. Put our powder on here. This is white embossing powder. I have a pair of tweezers to help me pick this up. I don't want to get on the words. Oh well. We'll just have to go with what we have, because I don't have an extra strip cut out, and I should have, because it's so small. Let's move this out of the way. And it's going to get a little loud, so. Okay, now that is done. And I will show you the one I did previously, because that's the one we're going to use, because it came out a little straighter, if I can find it. There we go. But I did cut it a little smaller there, I see. That's probably why I cut this one. I wanted a bigger piece, but we're going to work with it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to our bumblebee strip. So now this might be a little smaller than, the framework, oh my goodness, if I can speak, might be a little bigger than the 1/8 inch that I wanted. But that's okay, it still looks nice. That's still cute. Okay, now let's get our base and start putting stuff down here. So we want to put our polka dots down first. Like I said, this is almost like the card that we did before, that I shared last week. And I'm putting this about a ½ inch up from the bottom. And then let me see. This one is going to go here. And I'm going to have our always go across to here. Let me see. I think I want it that way. Yep, like that. So I need to get some dimensionals so we can pop this up. So I want to pop up this layer. Okay, so we got that done. And I'm going to just put it over to the left-hand side of my card and about a ½ inch down from the top. Oh, oh. I went over a little too far. I want a ½ inch down and a ½ inch over is what I'm trying to get. That's a little too far up now. Trying to get it straight because you guys know I will put this on here crooked. Hopefully that's straight. Okay, and then we're going to just glue this on. So let me get a gauge of what letters are going to be sticking off. So I want to put dimensional under this part here and the S over there. I think I'm probably just going to need a mini dimensional on this side because not much of it is going to be hanging off. And the rest we'll put some liquid glue. You don't need a lot. It will be secured down with the dimensionals as well. Put that right there. Then we're going to take our sentiment here and glue this down flat. Right over here. Just hanging off a little bit on the edge there. Whoop. Try to keep it straight. That's not straight. Let me lift this up. You guys. Okay, then I have a couple of these little flowers. They're punched out in the Rococo Rose. Just gonna put a little bit of glue on these and place them around the card. This is the hard part for me, is deciding where I want my little decorative pieces. Put one over here to the side. A little too much glue on that one, but that's okay. That's the good thing about our Tombow. It will dry clear, so we don't have to worry about that. And maybe I'll put a third one right here. And for the final touch, we will add some of our metallic pearls. And before I do that, let me go ahead and, this is the inside. I did this already, so I just need to glue that on the inside. So I just took some of the same paper and bordered it at the bottom of this layer here. Okay, and now we will put on our metallic pearls, and they come in gold and silver. And we are going to be using the silver ones. Okay. So I'm going to just put these right in the middle of those Rococo Rose flowers. So cute. They're the perfect size too. Now in this suite of products for the that the Forever and Always bundle comes in, there's a whole suite with more designer paper, more foil specialty paper, ribbon and boxes and charms, and they also have some matte black dots that you could use instead of this metallic ones if that's what you choose. But because it had the black dots here, I wanted a different one. I wanted to bring a different color out. But that is our card for today. Isn't it cute? Let me show you. Where did I put the other one? Oh, this is the one from last week. So they're similar. I switched the papers and added more. This part back is similar, but not the same, okay? Don't forget to use the host code when you're placing your order. I would appreciate that. That host code lets Stampin' Up know you want to shop with me. Don't forget about signing up for the paper pumpkin. You have till February 10th to get the what is it called? Bouquet of Hope paper pumpkin kit. It's really cute, and it coordinates with one of our exclusive celebration items. So that would be fun. And you guys know I always do a paper pumpkin reveal video for you. So I'll show you how to use it and maybe come up with a couple of alternate ideas. But for now, that is it. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And remember to hit that notification bell. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.